Alright, so Shalom, 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 Shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another lesson, another video through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, so first and foremost, Ka'al Halayim, La Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakaha Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh. Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations, double salutations to unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth to the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so no more than ever. Alright, for the truth. Shalom unto the spectacled Israelites. Alright, who may look like the other nations, but Israel through their forefatherly lineage. And Shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwatiam, which is the sisters, that listening, learning, being sincere, being obedient unto their husbands. Alright, so I have a little something here, alright, prepared, alright, already prepared and what have you so forth, And the title of it is Stay Strong. Alright? Stay strong. Our land awaits us. Alright? Stay strong. Yeah, our land awaits us. That is where it is, Our land, it awaits us. Alright? Our land awaits us. The true children of Israel. Okay? Because you have a situation, where pursuant to prophecy, where the scripture says Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles, shall be fulfilled. Alright, so the people that in the land, we know for a fact that they are not the true people because they're not, their presence in the land is not going according to prophecy, of what will befall the children of Israel when they return to the land, the restoration and the goodness, the constant flow, the constant never-ending flow of righteousness, and all these things. Alright, they're not fulfilling these prophecies, they're not fulfilling the prophecies, the Most High dwelling there in the land. Alright, Yahweh Shai, King David, alright, these things, they're not fulfilling these things. So, we know for a fact that they do not belong to the land, alright, but the land, which is going to be purified, alright, via World War III, alright? The land is going to be purified, but what I'm saying, after its purification and whatnot, so forth, the land will be ready to welcome its true people who belongs there. Alright? And this is not a time, and that's the reason why I titled it, to stay strong, because we coming in a time where a lot of tribulation is going to be fall upon us. Alright, we coming in a time of persecution and all these things. Right now we're going through certain things, whether it be financially, health wise, spiritually. We're going through things, that is a great test before the real ultimate test, you know. But these things that we're going through now, you know, is to help build us for what is to befall upon us in the future. Alright? And we are to stay strong, because the land it awaits us, you know, the land waiting on we right now. Alright? And not just only that, the land waiting on we, you know, the Most High and the Son, you know, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, you know, they patiently waited. They patiently waited with excitement, you know, to place us back in the land, you know, and for us to enjoy all the wealth that the land possesses and these things. So, you know, now is not a time to bow out. Now is not a time to have spirits within you that is not of the Lord, you know. Now is not a time for you to go left. Alright? Now is not a time for you to go left. You know, the land it awaits us, man. It awaits us, you know. It's a beautiful thing, you know. After going through all that we go through, you know, pursuant I'm going to start with the scripture here. You can rant enough. Let's start with the scripture here, which is Daniel 9. You know, and there's a reason why I started with Daniel 9. Going a bit too far. Alright, man, that's what I'm talking about. Pull it right on it, man. Alright? There's a reason why I started with Daniel 9. So it says, this is Daniel 9, and I will start from verse 9. It reads, "To the Lord our power belongs mercies and forgiveness. Though we have rebelled against him, neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our power to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey the voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath which is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, which we have sinned against him." You understand? All Israel have transgressed the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, and also what? All Israel, the curses end up what? Befallen upon us. You know, in all sorts of ways, you know, in all different ways, you know. It befell upon us. You understand? And one of that main curses, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. So we in a position now, you know, where where the land has spewed us out. Alright, for all our wickedness, all our transgressions, idol worship, and you know, the list goes on and on. You know, you go through the scriptures and you read, and you will get to see, you know, through the Spirit, you know, you get that understanding and really get to see how wicked we as a nation of people, the children of Israel, was and is still to this day. You know, and you get to see the justification of why the Lord had us to spew us out of the land. Alright? There's where it is. Yeah? So it says, I'll read over verse 11. "Yea, all Israel have transgressed the law, even by departing, that they might not obey the voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath which is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judge us by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai our power, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. You understand? So, we as a people, hard-headed, stiff-necked, wicked, all right, done all sorts of wickedness and whatnot, so forth, so, hey, the Lord made good on his promise, right? He made good on his word. He kept his word, right? It's only fair. You understand? It's only fair. When you go to Baruch 2, to back it up, that's there's a reason why I'm starting with these scriptures before I head straight to the point, a little build up. Alright. A bit too far. Alright, this is the book of Baruch. Baruch chapter 1 actually. Baruch chapter 1 and verse 19 it reads, since the day that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt, unto this present day we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice. Wherefore the evils cleaved unto us, and the curse which the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai appointed by Moses his servant at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt to give us a land, that floweth with milk and honey, like as it is to see this day. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets which he sent unto us. But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our power. Continuing into verse 2, Baruch chapter 2 and verse 1. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judge Israel, and against our kings and against our princes and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon us great plagues such as have never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter. Moreover, he had delivered them to be into subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and a desolation among all the people round about, wherein the Lord had scattered them. So, all our disobedience, all our wickedness, all our stiff-necked ways and whatnot, it brought a serious judgment upon Israel. All right, the whole nation of Israel, all 12 tribes, that has never been seen upon the face of the earth by any other nation, that not even any other nation has experienced. The turmoil, the anguish, the serious, heavy judgment that was brought upon us. No other nation have ever experienced that. The slavery, the lynching, the Jim Crow, mass incarceration, and all these things, No other nation, the prejudiceness, no other nation have ever experienced these things as how we experienced it. All right, and on top of that, being thrown out of the land and scattered amongst all these nations under utter servitude, slavery, hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery. Alright, no other nation have experienced such unexperienced. You understand? No other nation. Alright? The so-called Chinaman is still in the land. The Elamites, the land that the Lord gave them, they're still there. Alright? Which is those so-called East Indians and they of Nepal and Sri Lanka. People of Afghanistan, also they of Iran, you know, they are the Elamites, they are the biblical Elamites. You know, they're still in their land. You know, they haven't been chased and whatnot. They still occupy their land. We, alright, we've been chased out of our land under intense persecution. Alright, the Northern Kingdom been taken away by Sennacherib and them, alright, the Assyrian Empire. Alright. And then they were then left and they come across to the Americas. You know, then we share from the Babylonians, you know, from the Babylonians, the Grecians, the Romans, you know, but we totally been chased out of the land, alright, until the commencement of the sub-Saharan slave trade and the transatlantic triangular slave trade. Alright, and we scatter all over the place. You know? So, verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power and have not been obedient unto his voice. Alright, so because of that, you know, we've been spewed out of the land. Alright, we've been spewed out of the land, but the thing about it is, you know, the Lord always keeps his promise. Alright? Because he chose the people for the land, yeah? Alright? He chose the people for the land. If I'm going a bit off, you better correct me. Alright? Because I think the scripture goes, you choose the people for the place and not the place for the people, or something to that aspect in the scripture. I don't know what that device where I can look it up. So, anybody willing to correct, anybody see that I'm making the mistake, you all could put it up in the comment board and put it, you know, put the scripture in the comment board for Baba Kusha. I would very much appreciate that, you know, because I don't want to mislead, yeah? I don't want to mislead. Alright? But the point that I'm making, you know, is that the Lord always keeps his promise. Alright? And despite all that, you know, despite all that the children of Israel has done, and despite all that we transgress and whatnot, you know, the Lord still has us in mind, alright, and the Lord still is going to keep his promise and bring us back to our land. Alright? The Lord hear our cries, you know, on the plantation, you know, swing low, sweet chariot, waiting to carry us home. Yeah? You think the Lord ain't hearing that? Think the Lord wasn't hearing us? But you know, we had to go through our process of punishment and whatnot, and prophecies has to be fulfilled. Everything has to go within its timely order, within its timely manner. All right. And now we see now in this last days, we seeing the believers, the true believers. All right, we seeing the finish line. We seeing the promises. We seeing that finish line. We seeing that, hey, all what is taking place now in the land right now, pursuant to the war with those small hats and Hamas and the Euphrates River being dried up to make way for the kings of the east, for that great day, that great battle, Armageddon, and all these things. All right. All these things is purposed by the Lord, all right, to bring judgment on these nations, number one, and number two, to cleanse that land that is being occupied by a bunch of abominable dogs. You understand what I'm saying? And he's going to cleanse it by thermal nuclear fire. Alright? So that when it is well cleansed and clean and pristine and perfectly well purified, then he could bring back his people, his clean people, because we is going to have new bodies, we is going to have, we is going to be under a new covenant, perfectly well programmed to don't ever go off again and whatnot, so forth, So with that, the land will never be defiled again, ever be defiled again. You understand what I'm saying? Because what the scriptures say in two scriptures, I want to pull here. Go to Isaiah. Go to Isaiah 1 and 7. Isaiah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 7. It reads, "Your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire, your land strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers." You understand? When you go to Lamentations 5, take a look at that quick. One a bit too far. Just a bit. Lamentations 5 and 2, it reads, our inheritance is turned to... I'll start from verse 1. Lamentations 5 and 1, it reads, "Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us." Yeah? What has come upon us. "Consider and behold our reproach, our inheritance is turned to strangers, our homes to aliens." Yeah? Yeah? These waiters here. These waiters here. Our land is turned to aliens, to strangers. We did our nonsense. We did our wickedness, our defilement, our witchcraft, our debauchery, and all sorts of nonsense we've been doing. So the Lord had no choice but to what? To spew us out. Alright? And then bringing these heathens to do what the hell they want in the land. You understand? But that is just for what? That is just for a period of time. Until what? Till the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. That all that is written may come to pass and what have you. That's roughly paraphrasing. So, we see it now, where all these things that I just mentioned before, all these wars and whatnot, so forth, is the way paved seeing right now, taking place right now, is the way being paved for the hopeful elect to be brought back to their rightful land, to their rightful home. We want to go home. I want to go home. I don't know about, well, the city tutors, forget about them. They don't want, they're comfortable here. They're comfortable here. But I want to go, pursuant to the scripture just come to my head here, which is Hebrews. Let's now, bear with me. Bear with me. Right, Hebrews 13 and 14, it reads, "For we have no continuing city." All right, here in this place, we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And that city that we seeking to come is literally waiting for us, patiently waiting for us. That city begging for us to come, because right now, the land in a state where it's barren, no sort of progress, no sort of righteousness, righteous judgment, nothing at all. Yeah? Wickedness, murder, debauchery, alphabet lifestyle, witchcraft. All these things are taking place in the land right now, and the land is crying out. The land is crying out, just as we the hopeful elect crying out unto the Lord. The land is a living thing too. Yeah? The land is a living thing too, and it's crying out. Yeah? The land crying out. You know, and this is why we are to hold and stay strong and keep that faith in our Bashem Yahushua. Because the land waiting on us. Patiently waiting on us. That's why when I'll go to let me go to the scriptures that I have in hand, and in between, you know, whatever scripture might come to my head, you know. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. It reads, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land." All right? And will set them in their own land. All right? And the strangers, which is the Israelite foreigners, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. The Lord is going to set us in our own land, man. This is something that we're patiently waiting for. You understand? And this is something that the land itself patiently waiting for. Yeah. When we're in the land, you know, the land is going to rejoice. The land is going to spring forth enough fruits and bud. You know? Who knows, the land might be shaking, not a violent shake of death, but a shake of joy. Yeah? The land might give a joyful jolt. I'm just speaking as a man, you know, I ain't saying that way. I'm just speaking as a man, but, you know, had a vision. Got to have that vision, you know. The land is going to be happy, man. The land is going to be happy. Yeah? The land is going to be happy. Let's take a look at Jeremiah 31. Yeah, Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31 and 1. It reads. Alright, and the title of it is Yahweh's Everlasting Love. And I would make mention of this too, to you Christian, you Jehovah Witnesses and whatnot, so forth, How are you dealing with scriptures like these that are going to read here? Because this is prophecy. Because you all with this supersessionism, alright, the replacement theology, is actually negating the prophecies, alright? Is actually negating the prophecies and making the Most High, trying to make the Most High a liar. Yeah? Because when I read this scripture here, Jeremiah 31 and 1, it reads, at the same time saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which I will be the power of all the families of Israel. Right? This is a future prophecy I am reading here. And they shall be my people, thus saith the Lord, the people which will lift of the sword, alright, pursuant to the curses, found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. Alright? The wilderness represents all the places where we have been scattered throughout, mainly America. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built. Yeah? Right? And this is speaking about in the land. This is speaking about, when Israel, when the remnant have been saved, received salvation and whatnot, so forth. This is the orders. This is the order he's going to arrange with us, in the land, where we will be rebuilt, and that rebuilt is not just we having that new bodies, but that rebuilt going into what? We having that true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding beyond measure, because that those laws, statutes, and commandments is going to be embedded within us. It is going to, it is going to program us. And we is going to go in the order, we is literally going to go in the order and fashion that he wants us to go by. Alright? So it says, again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built. Alright, O Virgin of Israel, thou shalt again be adorned with many tabrets, and shall go forth in the dances of them that make merry. Alright? It both literal and spiritual, the dance, both literal and spiritual. As I say, the land and all will be dancing. The land itself will be dancing. Yeah? The land itself will be dancing. How are you going to know the land dancing when all kind of vegetation and it having no place where the land experiencing drought and these kind of things? Greenery all over. The land will be like an oasis. To be more precise, the land will be like an oasis. Yeah? That's showing that the land is happy. It's joyful. There's a scripture now coming to my head there, but I ain't going to bother to go through that to try to find that now. In 2nd Esdras, I'll go find it and play it up in the comment section, where it speaks about, she sent forth, she trying, the children started to go off and whatnot, so forth, and she sent forth, when I say sent forth, curse out now, boy, what I mean, that sort of way, because, we was going off. But when we return back to the land, when the true children of Israel return back to the land, hey, they will have that. Promise you that. Guarantee you that. Alright, it says, verse 5, thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a day that the watchman upon the Mount Ephraim shall cry, arise ye, and let us go up to Zion, unto the Lord our power. Alright? So what that's speaking about? That's speaking about the land, right? Alright? Zion, the monument of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai. Alright? For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations, publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, which is America, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return hither. Shall return. A great company shall return hither. They shall come with weeping and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in the straight way. Alright, which goes back to what? To the true wisdom. The Lord is going to give us infinite wisdom. Yeah? He's going to know the word of the Most High. He's going to live by the word of the Most High. And his son, Yahweh Shai. He's going to be guided accordingly by Yahweh Shai, King David, the 144,000. This is what it is. This is what it is. Alright? Word reach. Yeah, they shall come with weeping and with supplication will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in the straight way wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob and ransomed him. Ransom, pay that ransom. Alright? Ransom him through Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was that payment. Yeah? Yahweh Shai dying on the cross was that payment. Alright? And will ransom him from the hand of him that was stronger than he, which is who? Esau, the so-called white man. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together up to the goodness of the Lord, for wheat and for wine and for oil and for the young of the flock and of the herd, which goes back to what? To all the natural resources and all these things, you know, that the land is going to he's going to live off the land. Alright, he's going to live off the land. Alright, the land is going to be fruitful to us. The land is going to be grateful to us. Yeah? Prosperous. Alright? And their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, alright, who hasn't been defiled by any doctrine. Alright, I want to speak about that virgin, not the literal virgin, but you know, the men who stood stiffly for the Lord and wasn't defiled by any false doctrine and what have you, so forth. Yeah? Both young men and old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy and will comfort them and make them rejoice from their sorrow. I will satiate the soul of the priest with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. There's what it is, and there's what we're looking. This is what you brothers and sisters supposed to be looking forward to with all joy and eagerness. With all joy and eagerness. This is what we're supposed to be, searching for. Looking out for, looking forward to. Jeremiah 30 and verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said, thus speaking the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, speaketh the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and will cause them to return. And will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Alright? Yeah? The Lord said, He will cause it. He will do it. Not no Balfour declaration. Alright? He Himself is going to do it. Alright? Alright? And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Alright? There is where it is, man. There is where it is. This is what we're looking forward to. Alright? This is why we have to stay strong, because we learn it awaits us. Yeah? It awaits us. Baruch. Going back to Baruch chapter 2, same Baruch chapter 2. Go back. Baruch chapter 2 and verse 29, where it reads, if you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall turn into a very small number among the nations where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, but because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, their God, their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the ways of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. They shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Yeah? This is what it is, man. We's going to dwell in that land forever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah? Nobody to torment us, nobody to come up against us. None. Yeah? Nothing of the sort as that. We're going to dwell in our land. We're going to possess our land. We're going to live off our land. We're going to prosper in our land. Our land is going to, our land and our capital, Jerusalem, is going to get back its true fame that it once had under King David and King Solomon. Is going to get back that name and that fame that it once had. Yeah? There is where it is. There's where it is, man. Yeah? And this is the vision. You have to see it, man, for what it is. You have to see it. If you can't see it, well, there is not for you. Don't bother to be here. If you can't see it. Yeah? If you can't see it, don't bother to be here, man. You understand? I'll go into 2nd Maccabees. To back up this very same scripture that I just read in Baruch. 2nd Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 24. And the prayer was after this manner. O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our power, creator of all things, who are fearful and strong and righteous and merciful and the only and gracious King, the only giver of all things, the only just, almighty, and everlasting, that thou that deliverest Israel from all trouble and didst choose the fathers and sanctify them. Receive the sacrifice for thy whole people Israel, for thy whole people Israel, all 12 tribes, not just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all 12. And preserve thine own portion and sanctify it. Gather those together that are scattered from us. Deliver them that serve among the heathen. Look upon them that are despised and abhorred, and let the heathen know that thou art our power. Punish them that oppress us, and with pride do us wrong. Plant thy people again in thy holy place. Plant thy people again in thy holy place, as Moses hath spoken. Because you have enough people that occupy the land that do not belong there. And what you're seeing now is that the Lord is judging them and making them kill off each other. What you're seeing right now is the way paved. Them killing out each other and bombing each other and sending rockets on each other and this and that and the other. All that is the way paved for the return of the children of Israel. Because when all that taking place, which is going to ultimately lead to World War III, then for the rockets, the ICBM, which we all know, first thing first, don't forget the MOTB must come into play. Before all of that, before all them thermonuclear missiles started helter skelter, the MOTB must come into play. Can't forget that. Don't forget that. Keep your head on a swivel. You understand? But all these things, the MOTB and the destruction, is the way paved for the deliverance. And when the deliverance come, in order for we to go back in we land, bear with me, when the deliverance come, you know what we going to be saying? I'm going to show you what we going to be saying when the deliverance come. Jeremiah 23, and I will start at verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. Yahushai. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. We ain't going to be saying that anymore. We ain't going to be saying that anymore. You know what we going to be saying? But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and out of all countries, whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell, and they shall dwell, and they shall dwell in their own land. This way it is, man. Because just as how we waiting to go to our own land, the land itself waiting for we to touch base on the land. You have to believe it, man. The land waiting, it yearning, it crying out, it bawling out. It bawling. He can't wait for we. He can't wait to see that new Jerusalem, which I think I should go to. Which I think I should go to, yeah. Which is the last scripture that I have on my list. Let me go to it. Let me go to it. Revelation chapter 20 and 21, Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Yeah? New heaven and a new earth. It don't literally mean where this whole place going to blow up like vocal and all them dumb dotish Christians. No. That's speaking about the whole world, the whole, you know, that heaven, if that heaven speaking about, that new heaven speaking about a new rulership. Yeah, and that new earth talking about the earth is going to be refreshed. Yeah, the earth is going to be refreshed. Alright? Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Alright? Which is what? The elect coming down from the chariot. That great chariot, that big chariot. You understand? The earth, I telling you, the land can't wait to see that new Jerusalem, boy. I'm telling you, the land, he can't, right now, I know that land, can't wait, she can't wait, she wait. She can't wait to see that new Jerusalem come down from heaven. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushua is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and their power, and be their power. And Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Alright? Because we're going to get that new body, man. We ain't going to have no more sickness. We ain't going to have no more ailment. No more nothing like that. No more frail bodies. Scripture talk about we're going to run and jump and all kind of athleticism, you know, that's, you know. And we ain't going to get tired. Yeah, we ain't gonna get tired. We might run we could run from Jerusalem all the way up to Istanbul, Turkey, and in without stopping. Yeah, without stopping, and back, and ain't tired. Let's imagine that. Just imagine that now, boy. Just imagine that. And you're running like if you're running a marathon, you're trying to keep a little pace. No. You're literally sprinting. Yeah? You're sprinting. Let's imagine that now, boy. Along with all kind of spirit, because that alone is powers by itself. You running from Jerusalem all the way up to Turkey, to Istanbul, Turkey. You mean this because you had to pass through. You had to pass through you had to pass through Lebanon. You had to pass through Syria. You had to pass through Iraq. Yeah, you had to pass through Iraq. Where that country again? Come on, where that country again? You had to think before you bounce up. Before you bounce up Turkey. Yeah? You sprinted. You sprinted. That alone by itself is spiritual power. Can you imagine for the rest of spiritual powers that the Lord is going to put on his on the elect, starting the elect, and then the rest of Israel? You know? Yeah, boy, hey boy. So it says verse 5, 21 and 5, Revelation. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful, true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely, which is this word. All right? Come buy, come eat, and without money. Come eat and come drink without money. Be out there, Baba Kushan. Yeah? So it says, verse 7, He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable, yeah? Yeah, the unbelieving like that millivids or millivids or whatever, talking all that shit, yeah? He and all alike, you know, the abominable and the murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Yeah, because the first death was the flood, right? The second death is what? Thermal nuclear fire. Alright? And there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, and I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife, which is the elect. The Lamb is who? Yahweh Shai. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from Yahweh, yeah, which is the elect, man, having the glory of Yahweh, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. Had 12 gates. This is what, hey, this is the land, man. This is the land. And 12 gates. And the gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Not no spiritual Israel. Of the flesh bloodline. Yeah? on the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof, and the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, and 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof, 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel. And the building of the wall as of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold like unto clear glass. We're not seeing that right now. These pigs, these vermin that over in the land there right now, they're walking on pitch, they're walking on asphalt. They're not walking on pure gold. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The foundation was jasper, the second was sapphire, the third chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the tenth is a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold. Yeah, the street of the city was pure gold, and as it were transparent glass. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord Almighty, Yahweh Baal Shem Yahshua, and the Lamb are the temple of it. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. And that literally talking about literal moon and sun. Alright? Because the scripture speaks about the earth abideth forever. And if the Lord, and if you go and read Jeremiah 31, 35, I'm going to get it one time for edification's sake, so I can be able to explain it more efficient. Jeremiah chapter 31, 35, it reads, Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and the stars, and of the stars for a light by night, which divided the sea when the waves thereof roar. Thus the Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So the Lord, the Lord have these ordinances there to show that, hey, as long as these ordinances there that he put, the children of Israel will always be on the scene. As long as these things is not there, well, then he done away with the children of Israel, and he would not done away with the children of Israel. Alright? So, when it says, and when they say, and the city had no need of sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of Yahweh did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. It's speaking about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? The Lord is going to give us immense wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? The Lord is going to give us wisdom beyond measure. Beyond measure. You understand? So, verse 24, and the nations of them which are saved, which is the 12 tribes, because each tribe represents a nation, alright, shall walk in the light of it, shall walk in that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? All these things is going to be, all these things are going to be taking place in the land, man. That is why the land can't wait. The land can't wait to receive us back. Yeah? And the kings of the earth, which is the heathens, do bring their glory and honor unto it, Yeah, which means what? They're going to be subjected, all right? And they're going to pay tribute and all these things. You understand? And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, and there shall be no night there, which is what? No confusion, no ignorance, and no confusion, all right? No false doctrine and all these things. Esau ain't going to be able to squirm and weave his way through and bring forth lies upon the face of the earth and deceive the nations. This time, he's not going to deceive the nations no more. This time. Yeah? And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations unto it, and there shall in no wise enter into anything that defile it. Same thing I was now saying. Neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. And this is what the land is patiently waiting for. The land is waiting for us, man. And we who in the truth here and do the best to stay sincere and stick for the truth, no matter what. Had that in your head. The land waiting on we, but stay strong. The land awaits us. The land awaits us. If the land wasn't awaiting we, it would be having what it's having right now. Let me just pay it that way. If the land wasn't waiting upon us, and the land didn't want to be back, it wouldn't be having that what we see in taking place right now, right this moment, real time. You understand? Alright? So with that, I hope you all was edified through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, man. I really hope you all was edified. Alright, so Kal Halayam La Alahayanawa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that who taught us this truth, labored in this truth, man. That a young brother like myself could be able to put forth my contribution in some way, some form, some fashion, So double honors unto these men. Salutation unto the brothers too, who preaching and teaching this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites who may look like the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage. Yeah? And shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwatium, which is the sisters, that listening and learning sincerely, and being obedient unto their husbands and what have you, so forth. Because we know the very few. Trust me, the very judgment few. So until again, your brother from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp, Brother Kahan, saying shalom, shalom, signing out, And this wicked world, wa bad ball, wa a bad ball.